Y'all, today I went for errands after physical therapy, and I have literal K tape on me. And when I was in physical therapy, I literally said to him, "What's the scale today?" And he said a 5 out of 10, and I couldn't believe because it was so painful the way he was working on me today. And, he's like, "Well, for you, it's a 5 out of 10. For somebody else, it would be a lot." And, I thought that was very symbolic for what I experienced later. And so I had a day that just wasn't the best day. It wasn't bad, it just wasn't the best. And things were just not really going according to plan or kind of working out the way I had wanted. And I decided to run some errands when I was up there, and I went to this area that's farther away from home. Couldn't really find what I was looking for. And essentially, I decided I was also really, blood sugar, getting low, hungry. But I really decided I really want ice cream. Get some vegan ice cream, non-dairy. Just dairy ice cream cream and I do not agree, period. And I found that they had a Ben & Jerry's. And I had in my head, okay, I'll get this milkshake. And it was just something okay, at least I was really looking forward to that. And I got there and they didn't have any of the flavors and all that. And I kept Googling, where I could go, and places really only had sorbet. And it's just, sorbet is not really the same to me. I'm out in the water. And ultimately, I started feeling that feeling of just oh, I'm going to fall apart. And I thought to myself, out of all the chaos and crap I've been through, especially in the last couple of years, how am I going to lose it over some ice cream? And it made me realize how far I've come and how much anxiety I had when I was younger that I didn't recognize was anxiety, and I didn't recognize was a problem, because those kind of things would derail me. They would completely derail me if things did not go according to plan, if things were just not working out back to back to back, if things were harder than I had imagined, in the sense that, I didn't schedule right or find the right things or what have you. And ultimately, I caught myself in that moment, and I literally, because I was Googling place after place, it just was not working out. And I said, you know what? If it's that hard, I'm not meant to have ice cream. If it cannot find one, at the end of the day, it just means I'm not meant to have ice cream, period. That's what it means. And that's the tools I try to teach for illness and for life, is you surrender and you trust. And it doesn't mean you don't try, but if it's really not meant to be, you let it not meant to be. And it just gave me so much ease and freedom and trusting in something. And ultimately, it gave me a tone down. I was able to quiet, think straight for a minute. And ironically, I found a place right off an exit on my way back, a place that I knew from the past. And I was able to get even something better. And they had, this chocolate almond milk thing, ice cream. And it really, really reminded me of the power of letting go and the power of giving up this neuroses of thinking, you can constantly control life and micromanage it like that, and micromanage yourself. And then it's such a small example, but if you can learn to do it on the micro level, it'll allow you to give you the freedom to do it on the harder macro things. And that's where your freedom lies, because as soon as you stop fighting so much and your power is not given away constantly to situations and circumstances and life being a certain way and things going according to your plan and your comfort zone, you take this massive burden off yourself, and you're allowed to flow with life then, and you're allowed to have ease. And that's what I want you to remember. I'll talk to you soon.